mainstay.
Yep, the Argentine point guard who's been a professional now for almost 20 years.
Well into his 30s, friend. What do you make of that signing? Kind of strange at this point in his career?
I thought so. It'd be interesting to see why he'd want to come over and why the Knicks would want to sign him. But if Jay Kidd keeps driving like that, they might need another point guard.
It's certainly an older backcourt as Durant goes to the bucket off the nice feed. And the United States really starting to get in rhythm. They are shooting 56% from the field. That number continuing to climb. Durant going to the foul line. Remember, Kevin Durant was the leading scorer against the Dominican Republic in their first exhibition game. Three-time NBA scoring champ, has 11 in this contest. And he was telling me earlier that playing USA basketball is a great balm, an elixir for getting over the disappointment of losing in the NBA Finals in 5 games to the Miami Heat.
Except that you have to look at LeBron James every day.
Well, he's got a couple other teammates with him, so they can gang up on LeBron. Of course, Dwayne Wade was supposed to be with this Olympic team, but underwent knee surgery in the wake of the championship and is going to be back and ready in uniform for the United States for training camp. Durant knocks down 2, and the lead is at 18 points. Largest lead of the night for the United States. About 1.5 to go here in the first half. Lu Deng with an open look from downtown, knocks down the 3 ball.
Good execution, solid ball movement right there. They took care of it and got their best player the open look.
Deng with 15. Chris Paul knocks one down from the elbow. Well, Chris Paul, after getting off to a slow start, Fran, in training camp, he injured his thumb on his shooting hand. You can still see the wrap on that thumb. Had to sit out a bunch of practices, but has really gotten into rhythm over the last 3 or 4 days.
You remember how those first few practices were disjointed for Mike Krzyzewski because Darren Williams was waiting on signing his deal with the Nets, and then Blake Griffin was injured. Paul was sitting out.
And that's going to be a charging foul against the United States. Hey, folks, coming up on the USA Basketball Halftime Report presented by State Farm, Jalen Rose in the studio along with Cindy Brunson with his first half analysis. And Tiger in contention just across the way at the Open Championship. He went 3 under par today. Playing that link style of golf. Friend, be nice if we got a chance to get out there a little bit. Off the rebound. That's going to be a push underneath against Carmelo Anthony. That's his second personal foul.
Of course, was scoring well today. The rain softened the greens. Some of those guys were playing target golf early in the day. Adam Scott, 6 under, the Aussie.
You don't want to get in those sand traps.
No, you don't, or the rough. I'd get lost in the rough. People wouldn't even know where I was.
The sand traps in Great Britain are a different breed. 17-point lead. Pops Mensah-Bonsu. He's been with a host of NBA teams, including the Hornets most recently. Started his journey with the Mavericks. Played a little bit for the Rockets. The Toronto Raptors for a stint. Now doing his thing in Turkey. 31 seconds to go in the first half.
Kieran Achara in the game, former Duquesne Duke. Another one of those young guys from Great Britain who played his college basketball in the United States for Danny Nee at Duquesne.
About a 7-second difference. Is there a 2-for-1 situation that you run in international basketball?
Yeah, could have got one up, but too late. They'll get the first good shot. Probably be spread pick and roll right here.
A 6-second difference between the game and shot clock. Here's Chris Paul. Lobs it up. He had Russell Westbrook on the takeoff path, but Westbrook was impeded in his progress, and there's going to be a foul called against Great Britain.
It's interesting, Mark. You've heard me talk about spread pick and roll a lot in the first half, and Team USA tailor-made for that. Spain, in the last couple of years with the Gasol brothers playing together at the same time, have actually had to adjust their offense and go to a more of an NBA traditional two-post offense. And so I don't think they're still a great team, but they're not as effective offensively at times because the court gets really shrunk when you play the two big guys.
Great problem to have, though, right?
It is a great problem to have, but you have to make an adjustment. You know, if you're coach Sergio Scariolo, the coach of Spain, and he has.
Of course, it was the United States defeating Spain in the finals in 2008, and what some people are calling maybe the greatest Olympic final of all time. 11 seconds to go. 18-point lead for the United States. Here's Lawrence out of the College of Charleston. And another turnover. It'll count if it goes. And Westbrook had a chance.